Saturday Night Live with Chris Kattan.
Norm Macdonald died.
Yeah, I know.
And I watched a lot of his
a lot of people.
comedy recently, and I'm like, yeah, I really liked a lot of his shit. And then there's a whole bit about him and Bob Saget talking about the perfect joke, where it's the perfect joke is the punchline is the setup. And then it cut to Norm Macdonald doing that a number of times, to where it's all like, Princess, it was Princess Diana, some guy she had an affair with.
This city's a ghost town.
The punishment for this is
my kind of place.
Is execution, because it's high treason. And then there's the punishment for sleeping with Princess Anne, which is sleeping with Princess Anne. It's like,
Yeah.
it's so dry, but so good.
Yeah, a lot of Norm stuff have been showing up. One, there's I didn't watch the whole thing, but on Bob Saget's YouTube channel, he has a 40-minute video of just him talking, of just after Norm's death, talking about who Norm was and what he meant and stuff like that. So that's a good one. There was a good Conan did his podcast talking about Norm. He had David Spade on.
Because he's no longer on air, is he?
Yeah, he's no longer doing his talk show anymore. The last good talk show's dead.
Late night show.
Late night show, yes. Because they were both talking about how, basically, Norm and texting Norm and gambling, because he did have a huge gambling addiction for a while.
Okay.
But they're just how it interfered with their relationships with him in the most hilarious ways. To where David Spade's story was how he constantly gets text messages from his friends, and he'll get stuff like people sending him pictures of fans getting a Joe Dirt tattoo or a Chris Farley and David Spade face tattoo type of thing, and he'd get sent that, and he's like, oh, that's cool, that's nice, yeah. And one time he got a Norm Macdonald tattoo sent to him, and so he's like, oh, I should send this to Norm. So he, sent it to Norm with the, hey Norm, look, you have fans. Correction, fan. And he's like, I sent that to him, and 3 days go by without a single word. And then at 3 a.m, text message from Norm that just reads out, hey David, it's me, Norm Macdonald. And he's like, and I get that message at 3 a.m, and go God damn it, and just put it down. The next day at 3 a.m. again, David, it's me, Norm. I've got exciting news for you. So he's like, okay, Norm's doing a bit. I'm gonna play along. So he replies, hey, yeah, Norm, what do you got? Nothing until again the next, constantly at anywhere between 1 and 4 in the morning. Norm would keep texting him one text message a day. And the next day, just David, do you like money? Yes, Norm. Yes, I do like money. David, would you like to have a lot of money? Why, yes, Norm. I have enjoyed having a lot of money. I'd continue to like having lots of money. And each time, a day is going by between these interactions. David, would you like to have enough money that if you walked into any dealership, you could just point at a car and buy it outright? Why, yes, Norm, that sounds great. I would like that. Well, David, do I have an exciting and beneficial plan for you? Okay, Norm, what's your plan? Bet on the Seattle Seahawks to win 5-0. And David Spade replies, Norm, that game was 2 weeks ago. Fuck you. Then Conan's story, which wasn't as good, was just every time every time I did the show, before I had to go out and do the monologue or whatever, he always made sure to go back to the green room and talk to the guests, because he's like, we got a banter, so let's get on the same page, kind of go in, do some small talk, make sure, what we're going to talk about. And he's like, and I've met Norm a million times before that, so I wasn't too concerned. But he goes back there, and he's like, hey, Norm, how you doing? And Norm's just sitting in, the makeup chair, and just staring at a TV. He's like, yeah, hey, Conan. It's like, you ready for the show? Ready to, have a good time? Get out of the way. Like, tells Conan to get out of the way of the TV. And he's watching a football game. And he's like, you're really, really into this game? He's like, yeah, I'm really into this game. And then all of a sudden, someone, gets a touchdown or whatever. And Norm just goes, ah, shit. And Conan's like, what? He's like, I just lost a lot of money. And Conan's like, not a lot. He's like, no, I lost a lot of money. It's like, oh, we're about to go live. He's like, I lost so much money. Conan. And Conan's like, all right, I'll see you out there on the stage. Norm. So he's like, so I'm just going out there like, oh god, is this going to be the worst interview ever? Because Norm's going to be so distraught about losing like 10 grand or something. Oh boy, you got friends.
Yeah, I'm also using the shit gun.
It's
it's an enjoyable gun.
Yeah, no, yeah. The fact that it's unlimited ammo kind of gives it that like great utility use. But yeah, a lot of people have been bringing up like the best of Norm, and it's the one thing everyone talked about with him having cancer. One, he never wanted to tell anybody. He was very much like, I don't want pity. I don't want your sympathies. Because that's selfish. There's nothing you guys feeling bad for me can do to make me not have cancer.
Yeah.
So why do it? Why ruin your day by finding out someone you find entertaining has cancer? So the only point where he actually like told anyone was like, it's too late. I'm gonna die soon. Oh well. But the thing everyone brings up with Norm, he's like, you never lose to cancer. You never, everyone says you'll lose to cancer. You lose the battle. He's like, no. You either beat cancer or you tie. Because when you die, the cancer dies. So you can only ever tie it. Just like, yeah, that's true.
That's a fair point.
Yeah. But yeah. Also, people were going over, just moments in his life. The joke that got him fired from SNL.
Yes,
the O.J. Simpson joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He told actually multiple ones. It was just the final one was... what is it? Murder... the breaking news. Yeah. Murder is now legal in California.
Yeah. Both Norm and the guy who wrote that joke got fired.
My favorite part about that is he actually told multiple jokes about that. So there was the one to where it's... in OJ's tell-all book, in an interview with OJ, he said that I would die for
the guy
for his wife.
Oh,
I
can't remember her name now.
Jessica Simpson? No, Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, that's
that's
musician.
Yeah.
But whatever, wife.
But yeah, I would die for it. It's like, doesn't that just suck? When the one person that killed you is the one person that would have taken a bullet for you.
Yeah.
Like, oh, Norm.
Yeah, his deadpan, dry humor was really...
Oh, that was it.
Okay.
I guess I got two of them with one of those shots.
Oh, no. Because, there really isn't a lot of people who had the same delivery as him. Mitch Hedberg might have been one of the few... But he's dead as well, so...
Yeah. I feel like this gun's not working.
No, I don't think it is.
I think I really do have to hit him with this like a bunch of times.
You can always go for the floor and have him run over it. That way you don't take the bullets. But, yeah. Sucks to lose Norm. And it just made me look at... Yeah, as soon as I found out, I looked up that same clip I played while we were out at 29 Palms. Or it's him on his podcast show, and all it's just Norm just saying 9/11, just laughing because it's just like, yeah, that's like the most like condensed form of Norm comedy that there ever was for me.
Yeah,
just saying something horribly awful and laughing at it. But yeah.
Yeah.
Sucks to lose him, but Oh well, it happens to everyone. We all gotta die.
Gotta go sometime. And that's it.
So talking about horrible diseases, something I just want to bring up just because I'm so outraged it's even a thing. So you know how like on TV you get commercials of like, women not feeling so fresh down there. Oh, take this, stuff, and just all these weird personal hygiene things.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a commercial, and they're always selling you some kind of dumb medication that, whatever, extras in a bit of Sudafol, whatever dumb name they give it. There was one I saw, and I'm just like, I can't believe this is a thing. Like, most of those ones are aimed towards, like, women, because women are very insecure, so they pry on women's insecurity. It's why we have the entire cosmetic industry.
Oh, please tell me it's like a ball cleaner.
No, it's for men. And it's not a cleanliness thing. It's about insecurity. There was a medication for curing your dick curving. Does your dick curve to the left too much? Take this pill. Yes. Yeah. Does your dick curve in a weird direction and you feel weird and insecure about this? Take our pill and we'll fix that. They even, I think it was called, I didn't write down the name, but it was like Pernoin disease or something. Yeah, it might actually be easy to...
Yeah, I just noticed that he does that. Oh, I'm like, right. Okay, but yeah, if he takes a swing, that might actually be the...
Yeah, as long as you can strafe around it and just shoot a million bombs on him. But yeah, it was one of those things I'm just like... Have men become so weak and insecure that this actually bothers them? Or is it just we need to find more things to hop? We help the kid.
Yeah, I noticed. I did notice that. Thank you, John.
I am here to give the pro gaming advice. Shoot the cyber demon until it dies. Gamer pro tip.
But yeah, aim for the ball.
Yes.
Explode the balls. That's the new goal. Explode the ball.
I'm gonna look up that movie, see if I can find it. Perkins? No, Parkinson's not Parkinson's. Why are you still... okay, Perkins is apparently Parkinson's. Why does it have two names? Let's just go obvious. Curved dick disease. Because that's what it... Peyronie's disease. Fibrous...
You got that Peyronie's in his mixing up?
Fibrous scar tissue inside the penis that causes curved, painful erections.
Okay, if it's for pain, then I...
See, they never mentioned pain in the commercial. It was just all about insecurities. And yeah. I mean, obviously if your dick's in pain every time you get a boner, yeah, you probably should go to a doctor. If it's only one time, you're good. But if it's every time... I'll just use a normal gun.
Last time I think I had to use this gun. I can, I'll try it with the shotgun though. The shotgun.
Just, you're gonna get more damage out quicker and more likely to survive.
Yeah. Oh, 8 shots of a shotgun. Yeah, but he actually gets stunned by the other one. Oh no, Chris. Doing anything.
Oh, true, if the gun wasn't doing anything, yeah, that was something I actually meant to bring up last week. We were doing Gladius. That gamers YouTube channel. There's like video game documentaries.
Yeah, I watched their most recent video, I think.
The one that's about this game. They just did both Butcher Bay and Dark Athena. Yeah, I was just like, oh, how pertinent to our current situation. And they brought up some things and like, that makes sense. Such as the studio before, like, this was the first real game they made. Like, they made a bunch of small games by like the main owner of the studio. Like, he was just, you know, amateur game dev, made a bunch of tiny games, and so he just kept making all these different games, and usually creating like his own individual engines and stuff for it, and porting over whatever code. There we go. From game to game that would be pertinent to it. And then they made a game. The first big game they made was called Sorcery, which was a big flop.
Yeah, I heard of this game.
Yeah, it was just some. Yeah, you can get the grenades now, so I'm assuming you got to blow something up. Or you just jump out. I can't. Yeah, because otherwise you could have just jumped out during the fight. Or,
I probably could have.
huh. Okay. But, yeah, so this, after Sorcery, this was the first game that they actually, well, Butcher Bay was technically, and they're just, and that's where they explained, why Butcher Bay has such a manic design was that they were just copying over stuff from all the other games they made and just seeing what fit. That's why it's a lot of half-baked ideas that just kind of feel jumbled together. That first they designed a first-person shooter, essentially, engine, and then just started plugging in the extra bits. So we're like, now we have a janky stealth mechanic. Now we have janky puzzle mechanics. And just, yeah. So they just started plugging out so that's why it feels so kind of cobbled together. Because it literally was.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was like the most interesting thing of just like, okay, like the feel of the game is truly indicative of its, you know, development.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, come on. Is he gonna keep hitting the wall?
I'm gonna keep it in the wall. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's like 2 seconds out there. He takes down.
As long as you can get him while missiles happen. Oh, haven't been around. Oh. Aww. And yeah, line up a million shots. There, now get your ass around. Hopefully you don't have to use that gun on anything else. In the meantime, up. Switch to a different gun.
Things, yeah.
Oh, are these not affected? Shit. Oh, okay. But yeah, and then this game was just supposed to be like, hey, we're doing an HD, you know, remake of Butcher Bay, and why not add some extra content? So we're gonna make a tiny micro, like, bonus epilogue chapter. Was the original goal. Oh,
Yeah,
you need to use the
I
bomb.
do, yeah, I know.
You have no extra shots.
Oh no, once I switched, they were already gone.
Oh, that sucks.
Yes, it does. I mean, I could go back down there.
And yeah, line up all the shots again. He might be safe just peeking out, or he disappeared. Huh.
Did you try and follow me?
Oh, further back, and he's going to jump out once you go across that bridge area.
Quite possibly.
But yeah, so they because yeah, the original game was just exclusive on the Xbox. Oh, there it is.
No!
And so when they're doing the remake, like, okay, well this is gonna be on 360, this is gonna be on PS3. This is where we're actually gonna this game's gonna actually make money because it won't just be stuck on a single fucking console. And so yes, this has been the HD remake version. So this isn't even as good as it looked back on the original Xbox.
If I get 5 on him, he goes down.
I mean, yeah?
Yeah, so I just need to start doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not that bad once I know that. Jesus Christ, really, calm down.
But yeah, like the game basically just got so much extra time to where like, oh, we have a clogged release schedule. Ah, we'll hold that Riddick game back. Oh, you know, the prototype that's being showed off of the game doesn't look that polished. Give it some extra time, whatever. So this extra chapter simply kept getting bloated and bloated, where it eventually just became its own game.
Neat.
And so that's where we got Dark Athena from.
Did that? No.
And they were the studio was very happy working with Vin Diesel and Ron Perlman, as they said, like, unlike typical video game voice actors, they actually took pride in doing good line delivery and like would do multiple takes willingly rather than being coerced into it. Like, wow, it really helped having professional actors.
Well, the problem with professional actors is they're usually shit as voice actors.
Yes.
Like, as much as it was also a shame to lose David Hayter as the voice of Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, what's his face as Snake?
God, I can't remember his name now. Kiefer Sutherland.
Kiefer Sutherland, yeah.
Yes,
And I like Kiefer Sutherland in a,
and like stuff he does.
in a lot of stuff
yeah,
he does.
he was a horrible Snake. And on top of that, just like no dialogue. There was no dialogue from Snake throughout the entirety of that game.
Mm-hmm.
It was all Ocelot and fucking Huey. Like they were the ones basically doing all the talking. Oh, and fucking Kaz.
Yeah.
Like that. It was such a mistake to fucking bring in Kiefer Sutherland. But then again, like, yeah, I completely agree with you. Actors suck for voice acting typically. However, both Vin Diesel and Ron Perlman are known for having a very unique voice, and I'm willing to bet they understand that's part of their appeal.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's why they can make that transition a lot better.
It's not just that. It's that there are certain actors that truly care about being a voice actor.
Yes, there's that too.
Billy Crudup was an A-list actor in several movies. He now does a shit ton of like anime and shit. Like random, but anime movies. He does Miyazaki films.
Okay.
He was in Princess Mononoke.
Like, what was he in, like, live action, though? Oh, he's in Watchmen. Alien Covenant, Big Fish.
Yep.
There's Princess Mononoke. A lot of these movies I've never seen.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of them.
Yeah.
Again, I watch a lot of shit movies.
Well, they're the kind of movies of, like, people in a relationship having issues.
Relationship
Yeah.
issues. Again, I watch a lot of shitty movies.
And so I'm like, that's totally, I need to watch fantasy or sci-fi or some shit, otherwise I'm not interested.
Am I missing something here?
Oh, okay, Mission Impossible 3. There's at least something that I might have watched, but I know I barely watch any of the Mission Impossible movies.
They're always surprisingly good.
Mm-hmm.
I know I just said that I watch shit movies, but there's gotta be something I'm just, like, missing.
Okay, so yeah, he's just in fucking anime now. It's one of those. I think a lot more fucking. Shut up, Windows. The Hollywood actors, especially when they're on the downslope on their careers, just move into voice acting. Like fucking Mark Hamill.
But the thing is there's only certain ones that are good at it.
No, I know. I'm saying yeah.
Well, they give a shit about it to be good at it. Because I have
Yeah.
friends that are voice actors, and like, I never would have thought they were gonna make it until I now seen them in a few anime. But I don't watch dubbed anime, so there's also that.
Yeah, there's that
So it's like-
problem with it. No, I know. There's
Crouching, is that why this is? No, because I've jumped several times.
and maybe you have to line it up.
Which usually you push E on it, or interact, or whatever.
Yeah. No, there was a.
Oh, don't tell me. Maybe something that like shoot it.
I recently watched what was it? Yeah, after watching the 5th series of Lupin the Third, I watched the 4th one because it's on Amazon as well for free. And
Good little series.
and then there's the problem of when you recognize a voice. And
And you can't.
you can't to where
disassociate
yeah,
it.
there was a goof episode about like teachers stealing a diamond because a gang was threatening their students. One of the teachers was Dean Venture. And I could not separate, like, no, that's Dean, that's not a teacher.
Is that a button that I'm an idiot?
Yeah? Like, yeah, you can't, because that thing coils around it, so you can't, unless that's over. Look, yeah, you can always take out the light, but yeah, unless that's the trigger.
Oh my god, if that's the... No, I went up to this already.
Yeah. Can you use the explosions to knock the boxes to the other wall? And then just use the box to get up on that wall.
You are a bastard.
Yeah, I forgot we did that last time.
I forgot that they did physics puzzles in this one.
Mm-hmm. I'm assuming that no, those ones are physics objects. I mean, you got one there. I think that's all you need.
Probably.
Yeah, because it's not precise physics. Yeah.
Yeah, and now I can push E.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
But yeah, it's one of the things I've said about time and time again about oh my god, why can't I remember his name? I always forget his Curry, Tim Curry. Like, why didn't he do more voice acting? Like, he's still alive, but yeah.
I like that every single time he's brought up, I always think,
The dude's fucking crippled. It's one of those things of like, I'm ready to any day now. Here, he's dead. So it's just like he's in poor health, but like you're known for your fucking like over the top performance. You can't perform physically, but you can speak fine. Do voice acting.
can he speak fine? Because I didn't.
I mean, he might not be able to put in as much energy as he used to, but yeah, he's been able to at least do like he can talk, so he could do more like subtle roles. It's one of those things. Yeah, I really wish more big actors went to voice acting. When if nobody's fucking hiring you, just go do voice acting. Like Mark.
Did they really not see me?
I mean, they.
Okay,
they didn't see your
They did.
escape, but they saw the kill.
Oh, that was a new one.
Yeah, haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, there you are.
Ragdoll freaking out.
Nope, hit the wrong button.
Where's my stabby blades?
You that stinks of shit!
Ho ho ho.
I did.
Yes, it was. I've got all your blood on me.
Man, Mark Hamill is like the perfect example of somebody who transitioned into voice acting and now is almost known equally for voice acting as one of the biggest movies of all time,
Yeah.
type of thing. It's like, why wouldn't you just take the risk on that?
Like, loved by nerds throughout generations.
He is at the point where he pretty much can't screw up his clout. Like, he can't ruin what he's done. Too many people will be like, yeah, but he was the best Joker voice, and he was Luke Skywalker. Oh shit.
It's a lot of dudes.
That is a lot of dudes.
Suck if one of them had a bomb attached to him.
I'll rip your lungs.
And they still...
And they still
oh,
next to each
you
other.
dodged it.
You got no fucking flag.
So, Nintendo did one of their directs.
I heard Bayonetta 3's announced. I did not watch it, so I've not seen
Okay.
it. But I've heard that the Bayonetta... or something was...
Bayonetta 3 was
meh.
like the final announcement, which was like, and they openly, like, one, they do a juke, of course, where it's like, the whole opening is, you know, the demon-looking monsters and military shooting at them, and then something shoots one of the monsters that turns around, and it's that fucking dog from Astral Chain,
Okay.
and it's just like, oh, it's fucking Astral Chain, too! But then right as the monster's about to slap the dog, Bayonetta intercepts and smacks the monster away. And just like, oh, it is fucking Bayonetta 3, goddamn! And yeah, Bayonetta just, her entire opening statement is a whole kept you waiting, huh, kind of snake thing. Of just like, yeah, sorry I'm fashionably late, but I'm hoping the extra time makes it all the more delicious, type of thing. Just like, because yeah, as they mentioned, Bayonetta 3 was announced like 7 years ago.
Holy shit.
It was a while back that they're like, hey, we started development on it. But this was the first time actual game.
Can't fire from that angle.
You're too close.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead.
So yeah, that was the big final announcement. But I'll start in order of announcements and these are the ones that were only of interest.
I assume
To me and you.
the WarioWare game is that
That's already out.
that's already out, but
Yeah.
isn't there a new Wario Party game or something?
Mario Party.
Is it a Mario Party?
Yeah.
Okay, because I keep seeing ads for it on the
So
YouTube.
the first big announcement is the one that's probably the most impactful for us. They're Iceborning Rise. Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak. Paid DLC summer of 2022.
Unfortunate.
What? That unfortunate that they're doing it?
But they're doing an actual DLC, right? Or paid for DLC.
A lot of people really like Iceborne.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna pick it up, but I miss the days of
Yeah.
you just, hey, here's a bunch of free content.
I mean, for this one, I'm at least well, I mean, they've been updating the game with all the little free stuff, but I understand doing this because, they openly stated...
What?
how did that not hit him? When, Rise first came out and was selling, like, hotcakes, like, yeah, we didn't think this was going to sell that well. And to which I'm just like, it's Monster Hunter on a portable console.
Mm-hmm.
It always sells well.
That's kind of its thing.
It's one of the, people are like, well, it didn't sell that well. It's like, fucking, what was it? World sold 10 million? Or maybe like 15 million or something like that. I can't remember how much. But that's like on PC, on Xbox, on PlayStation, all combined. Rise sold 8 million alone on just the Switch. Like, it's a ridiculous amount of sales for being limited to a single console.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things of like, yeah, your guys' bread and butter seems to be the handheld. People like the portability when it comes to Monster Hunter. But yeah, they didn't show much. They showed a new, well, I think it looked like Fatalis. It wasn't super, they didn't give you a good, like, glory, like, money shot.
Okay.
But it looked like the Fatalis, and they're like, yep, G-Rink's coming in.
That's so.
Yeah, just speed it up.
What?
Respawn. Go. I don't think you died?
No, because that.
Oh, yeah, that's back. Okay. But yeah, no, they didn't give a whole lot of details. But it's how we're gonna get G-Rank, and
Yeah.
so it's we'll get it. We're gonna play it. We'll stream it.
Yeah. It'll happen.
Yeah.
We'll enjoy it.
Let's see. Then there was a trailer for a game that they put out a demo the same day, and I played it. From Square Enix. It's a smaller RPG called Voice of Cards. Subtitle something like The Dragon Awakens. I can't remember.
Don't tell me it's a card game.
It's not. It's an RPG, but it's all based on playing cards. So like, the game is you looking at a game board and a bunch of playing cards are placed, and that's like the terrain. Your character is a playing card moving from card to card. When you go to the village, it's a village. Each playing card is like town square ground, town wall, town building, NPCs. It's all just playing card based visuals for an RPG.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like a build a deck kind of game.
Yeah.
And so, and it's one of those things of like, at first, kind of, because again, I played the demo the whole way through. I wouldn't recommend getting it because it's very generic. I would wait for release to see exactly what they're doing with it. But as I'm playing, I'm like, oh, this would be great because the visuals are so simplified that they could literally just like use this as the the base game engine and just keep DLCing new stories to you using the same fucking assets.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, I played the story, and it's do the first dungeon of the game. You get 3 characters from the I think they're called the Ivory Order. You get a mage, a healer, and a warrior. Again, it's like basic ass shit.
RPG that is an RPG.
Mm-hmm. The game mechanics based in combat are every turn a character generates a gem, and stronger abilities cost gems or multiple gems to do, and that's pretty much as deep as it gets. And then there's elemental. Oh, there was a guy on the ceiling. Yep, there he is. You just saw him. And in the basic elemental weakens.
Now they showed me the fucking.
Yeah, somehow it was up there that whole time we didn't see it.
But they're right. I should have done that.
Mm-hmm. But the game was, a skeleton took some sacred medicine from a kingdom. You go to a dungeon, you kill the skeleton, you get it back, and once you bring it back to the queen, oh no, sightings of a dragon, and then buy the full game. And I'm like, oh wait, the subtitle's like something about a dragon. Is this just the game? It's just a generic RPG, but with a card aesthetic, and that's it. Because I'm just like, please don't be that. Because no one's gonna buy it, no one's gonna care. But if it was, like I said, if it was just a fucking, here's the base game, and we just free DLC new stories and adventures, or even put in a build your own, because it's super fucking simple. Tile stack. Mario Maker, but for tiny RPGs. Like, that would be great.
I mean, that is already kind of a game with RPG Maker, but RPG Maker is more.
Well, there's also, after Mario Maker, a lot of smaller people have basically been making their own makers, to where there's a Zelda maker, like classic top-down Zelda type of game. And then the one I mentioned a long time ago, there's the Mega Maker.
Yeah.
And I think there is a like Final Fantasy maker of like old top-down Final Fantasy, where you don't have to do. It's not as complicated as RPG Maker, but you can kind of just build your own little Warriors of Light adventure type of thing. So, but yeah, if they just did something like that, that would be great. Because it just uses all the same assets, because it's all good artwork. Like, they didn't do like really crappy drawings or anything like that. Oh, and there's also is a card battle game in the game, which is a simple kind of poker style game.
There's a card game in the card game.
Yeah, it's 100%. Yeah, you could go to. It's a poker style game of people getting mad upset. Of you need to play. There's a pot, and then there's your hand, and you need to play any sort of 2 or 3 of a kind, or any 3 cards straight.
Back up there.
and each one you get the total amount of points from the number of the cards, and whoever has the most points at the end wins. And that's what they first teach you. Then the next step of it is now whenever you get 2 or 3 of a pair of the same, because they're all monster suits or artwork on the cards, that monster now gives you a bonus. If you get, 2 of the skeletons, which are the 5s, anytime someone tries to steal from your cards, they'll take the skeletons and nothing else. They don't get a choice.
Okay.
If you get the slimes, everyone draws 1 less card for the next turn. So you get a little extra tactic thing on top of that, and then also the game expands to 3 players at that point instead of a 1v1. And then the next stage is every time it's your turn, you get the option of drawing an event card. Events can be bad or good. You get a choice if you want one or not. And so the first time events got introduced, I got fucked. First thing, okay, events. Oh, let's go ahead and draw a card. You lose your turn. Shit. Goes around. Guy next, at that point it's 4 players. The guy just before me takes his turn, draws an event card. The next player loses his turn. Shit, there goes my second turn. I didn't score any points. I was just like, I hate events. Then of course I kept coming back and doing it. And that little mini game becomes its own online multiplayer game that you can play with other people.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a neat little game. I would, like I said, if it does what I was suggesting of like becoming a template game for other people or them to make, then I'd be like, I would, if it was at a decent price, like $30, I would totally be in on it. That would be a fun little way of doing mini RPGs. But until that's confirmed, meh. They showed up the last bit of the Hyrule Warriors DLC, and again, they didn't show much, but they did show the 2 scientist characters is a dual character hero, so you play both of them at the same time.
Cool.
And it's just like, all right, that was okay looking. Like, I'll wait and see more if I actually want to buy it, and we'll play it. They showed off more of that Project Triangle strategy.
Okay.
And it now has an official name.
Okay.
Triangle Strategy. They dropped the project. It's now just called Triangle Strategy, which everyone's just like, come on, you could have come up with a better name than that.
And also, wasn't that the one that's like, we're listening to your feedback?
Yes, they actually did.
Like, so
and they're like, here, we listened. Here's all the things we changed, and it was a lot of good things. Get an entire. You can check the previous dialogue in a record thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember all the little changes because I was specifically waiting for. And AI's not stupid. They didn't get to that part. And I was like, oh, come on. That was like the one big problem of the game.
There we go.
So, but it's one of those things because they did do we did this, and many more changes. So maybe it falls under the many more. Because I could see a lot of people, playing that and being like, this is great. And not really prioritizing, like you did, going like, hey, I can exploit Ice Wall, and the thing can't figure out how to get around it.
Yeah.
Type of thing. So maybe that was a smaller issue that they didn't think people cared about, so they didn't mention it.
But it's my problem with, and I was talking to Little John about something, and it was listening to the community. I think is one of the dumbest things you can do in most games, because I think the community overall full of idiots. No matter what community it is.
Yeah.
The majority of people are stupid.
I think listening to the community is fine. It's taking the community as, like, absolute law. Like,
Jesus Christ.
What, was it a robot?
There's 4 of them.
Oh, the spiders?
Yeah.
Well,
Pretty sure there's 4.
at least they're mobile, so you can just kind of take them off.
Shoot. Yeah, okay, it's just...
Right there.
Okay, it's not...
Like, yeah, no, I agree. There's so many times where the community would be like, I don't like this, this is unfair. You have to take it with a grain of salt. The community is a resource for feedback. It is not the only type of feedback.
Yeah.
Because one, you can't throw away. It's like, your community is essentially an entire player base of test players.
Yeah.
So there's yeah, if suddenly half your entire player base is running into a problem, it's like, okay, there might be a problem with that.
Yeah.
It's
I
that
just
kind
I
of
just
thing.
worry about well, we think it should be like
Yeah,
this. It's like,
opinion. Yeah, when it's opinion shit, yeah, that's when you just be like,
Pick
no.
up the pace.
What I've seen when it
do I
comes
actually
to
need to pick up the pace? Is that a thing?
probably not. So, nothing so far has really been time based in the game.
It'd be kind of neat if there was alternate things where the girl could die or the girl could live.
Yeah. But yeah, the best use I've seen of community opinion is when it's they get essentially the top tier players to give opinion feedback to where that's because usually when they're top tier competitive players are like, this bothers us. They recognize it could not be a wider problem.
Yeah.
But so they're more intuitive with the deeper mechanics.
It's dying time.
So yeah, like that might be the one time where I'm like, okay, maybe player opinion matters.
Yeah.
But even again, that still falls into grain of salt territory.
I'm gonna fuck you
Oh,
up.
Jesus.
And he's a shotgun guy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so hopefully that game is decent. I'll still keep an eye on it after release just to.
Yeah, I don't plan on buying that right away.
Yeah.
It's one of those games that, like,
Oh, they fucking.
maybe that was the time thing.
Who's your daddy?
And what does he do?
He was dancing!
He was. Oh, someone said Riddick. We got a subtitle of it.
Yeah.
Can you climb on top?
No, I think that the little girl's gonna...
Yeah, that's what I figure. But usually she shows up in cutscene mode, so we have to find some way to trigger cutscene mode. Or, there we go. But it looks like we can't get this way, we have to come from across.
And also there's that I'm missing out on.
Mm.
So I'm wondering if I really did miss out on that. Because I didn't shoot fast enough.
Ah. It just doesn't feel
Oh,
like this
please
game
tell
can
me I
do
don't
that.
have to like it. There were moments of that. I'm not a fan.
Let's see. Then there was the at first, like, oh yay, like nice little announcement of the Nintendo Online. Anyone who pays for online gets access to the Super Nintendo and NES games. They're now expanding that to N64 and Genesis.
Cool.
But you have to pay a premium to get those.
Not cool.
Yeah, that's where it's like, oh, why'd you go and do that?
It does take work to do that, but
I get it, but it's...
I mean, once you create a decent enough emulator,
That's
it
the thing,
shouldn't be that bad.
We know at this point for a fact they emulate all that shit. They have an emulator.
Okay, that's not it.
The
I'll
little
check out
energy
that.
cable thing.
Yeah, I'll check out that in a second.
So yeah, that was one of those things of just like, come on, that would have been a nice little bonus of like, yeah, I can go back and play fucking Ocarina of Time or Echo of the Dolphin.
Ooh, how the fuck do I get? Oh, I have to go down.
I'm assuming you have to,
tables.
drop down.
Okay.
Yeah, we have those little energy lines on those cables. That's kind of supposed to lead you, I'm assuming. I can't interact with that.
At all.
Hmm.
No pushing E.
Can you make that ladder fall? Shoot those.
Oh, those aren't.
Those aren't hatches.
I thought those were
They're
hatches.
yeah, I thought the same thing.
Okay.
Let's
They're really trying to use this weapon to
Mm-hmm.
do things.
They were like, this is our gravity gun. This is our portal gun. We figured out a fun mechanic.
We have a gimmick.
Yeah.
Let's use it. Woohoo.
Yeah, they said that was kind of like what happened with this game because of all the extra development time. They essentially just made a far more action-based version of Butcher Bay. That was a dick move from them. But yeah, originally they were like, yeah, it's a more action version of Butcher Bay. We didn't want to stealth as much because a lot of people got bored from that. And
Yeah.
I was just like, I
liked
prefer
this.
I prefer the variety
Yeah,
that Butcher Bay offered.
I liked the ABC
Mhm. like, yeah, the gameplay loop.
Yeah, the gameplay loop actually made it so I didn't get bored.
Yeah. But, yeah. Well, I mean, this game also has its own, like, multiplayer mode because people wanted multiplayer. That was back when every game had a multiplayer because otherwise people just return it to GameStop.
That Joseph Buckley guy that I was talking about, he actually has a video called all gamers are size queens. and then it has a picture of a girl going like, the game's just not long enough. It's like, that's you bastard.
Yeah, I mean, it's
accurate-ish.
It's accurate-ish. It's the whole. I think back when Jim Sterling actually made sense. It's the one thing he always says of like.
Did you just dead name him?
Oh yeah, I did. Oh well.
Did I just misgender him? Did I do it twice?
He made the statement about the whole tomato sauce thing, where the tomato sauce company's like, we want to make the best tomato sauce.
Tie with rope, and he has several acts of cannibalism.
But the tomato sauce company, like, we're gonna hire this guy to poll people to find out what's the best tomato sauce, and people were like, oh, I want this one, and I want that one, and the reality that the guy went back to the that's a huge set. Yeah, the fucking checkpoints in this game are a little brutal.
That's not really that brutal. It's just because I'm going for the extra.
But yeah, the guy goes back to the company and like, what's the one tomato sauce we need to make? The guy says, none. You need to make multiple tomato sauces. Because everyone says they want one thing, or they think this one's the best. There is no one best. Everyone has personal tastes. It's the whole... Also, the other one's the coffee one that everybody says, which is when you ask people, how do they... What's your preferred method of coffee? And all the guys will be like, straight black.
Yeah.
And then they all get cream when they actually go get coffee. They'll say, because my appearance is, I'm a man, I like straight black. But when they go and get it, like, yeah, a little bit of cream in there kind of gives it, smooths out the taste.
It makes it taste.
It's one of those things, people don't know what they want.
Yes.
So stop listening to them. This goes in the entire, don't listen to the community. They don't know what they want.
Yes.
But
no, not again.
Another one that was a fun surprise, only because...
What the... Am I not supposed to go that way? I have to go back this way?
I get you. Yeah.
Oh,
that's dumb.
That's some bullshit.
Especially because that's
some super bullshit.
Because I've been playing the original version of the game, like, just coincidentally, I hooked up my SNES Mini, and I was playing ActRaiser, and then during the direct, like, hey, ActRaiser HD! And it's like, that's fun. Do you have any idea what ActRaiser is?
I know the name, I can't recall what it actually is.
It's a Super Nintendo game that is part action platformer in the style of Super Castlevania, but part city management like SimCity. It's a very unique game to where you're
like an angel or something.
Yeah,
I know the game.
You're God.
They remade that game already. Or no, part 2 is just weird as fuck.
Part 2 they got rid of all the Sim stuff.
Yeah.
Which made me, I rented part 2 when it came out, and I was just like, oh, there's no Sim part. I like that. Oh, hi. But yeah, so they're unfortunately $30 price tag for the remake, which again, I'm playing the original. I'm already at the final boss. 4 hours. Granted, I know exactly what I'm doing because I played this game when it first came out fucking 20 years ago.
Are you being a size queen right now?
Yeah. Well, that's $30 for that short of experience. Granted, they did say there's extra levels and extra bosses, so maybe it makes up for it. I would have to wait and see.
Yeah.
But also, just on ActRaiser itself, me replaying it, there's a thing going on in that game that I didn't realize back when I was fucking 6 and playing it the first time. And so, you are God. Well, a god. You're just called the Master. And the world has fallen into ruin in your absence, and so you must possess statues dedicated to you to fight evil, then guide your little cherub angel baby to guide civilization to a point where they then confront some larger threat, and then you have to exorcise the final evil from the region, rinse and repeat 5 times, then do a boss rush, game's over. And something I realized in the theming that I never realized as a kid, the first level you go to, it's called Fillmore. You fight, the bosses are a centaur and a minotaur, and they're in a temple. And I'm like, as I'm playing, I'm like, this all has Greek mythology vibes. Then I go to the next level, Blood Pool, where you fight a chimera and a werewolf. And I'm like, this is European kind of like mythology. And then you go to the next level, which is the desert, where you fight a giant pharaoh man.
Are you taking out all of the other religions?
You are Christianity wiping out the mythology of other countries.
Yes.
Because the next
That's
level is in Japan. You go to a level that's on a mountain that has fucking bamboo and tengus, and you kill a serpent dragon, and then the final boss is a flaming wheel demon. Then you go to... How do I get that? A swamp level where you fight a Hindu-looking snake god. And then you go to the north, which has a giant Yggdrasil tree, and a dragon is attacking it, as in Nidhogg.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh my god, this is the story of Christianity, like invading and replacing other cultures, deities. I'm just like, that's fucking amazing.
Oh, that's not gonna go over well.
Whatever. It's done so much because they never reference the actual stuff. Again, you're not called Jesus or whatever. You're just the master. Everything is kept generic enough. Leave it. It's just...
No, I wanted to see if I could, like, hit it
Oh,
and then, like,
knock
knock
it
it
off.
down. It would have been a neat way of
Yes.
solving that.
Yeah, since they're
And
playing
using
around
their
with
fucking
physics.
puzzle.
Yeah. But yeah, like, replaying ActRaiser, I now have a new appreciation that they did something with the theming that I didn't recognize at all. You know, fucking 25 years ago. Or however long it's been. It was fucking, I think 1990 that game came out.
Oh, fuck, there was 2 of them.
But yeah, they have a 3D HD remake.
Okay.
It looked okay. When I was watching it, I was watching someone cover it, and they're like, oh, this looks stiff. I'm like, I'm playing the original ActRaiser right now. It is a stiff game. It is early Enix. They made stiff fucking games. So yeah, I mean, again, yeah, $30 might be a big asking price, but whatever. I'm assuming you've heard about it because everyone's been memeing the shit out of it. Officially, the Mario movie has been announced. Did you hear about this at all?
It makes sense for the memes now?
Okay.
So I they pushed me.
Yeah.
I saw one to where it's the Jurassic Park Chris Pratt going like that to all of the
Yes.
things, but they put 3D Mario there and a bunch of Yoshis. Like,
Yes.
if this isn't the poster for it, I'm not going to see it.
Mm-hmm. So
Is
yeah,
Chris Pratt Mario?
they announced all the voice actors. And yes, Chris Pratt is Mario. I'm gonna go through all the other ones. I'm assuming you've heard. There's at least like 2 others you almost probably have guaranteed heard. But
Ah!
yeah, I'll go. So who do you think is
Yes.
who do you think is Luigi, or do you have an idea who might be Luigi? Because these are all celebrities you've heard of. There's no, like, aside from Princess Peach is some blonde woman I've never heard of before, and no one's memeing on her, so I'm assuming it's like a, oh, whatever.
Who would be Luigi?
we
Chris Rock.
We had John Leguizamo in the original Mario movie.
Chris Rock.
Chris
is
Rock.
Luigi.
No, like, you're in the same kind of character mindset, but not Chris Rock. It's Charlie Day from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
These are like really weird choices.
At least he's kind of a weirdo.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. Yeah, we have no idea where the fucking movie's going. Bowser. You might have seen Bowser's reveal.
Michael Irons. No. The Rock.
That would probably be a better choice in a lot of ways. That's not a bad choice. Jack Black.
What?
Jack Black is Bowser.
That's not right.
Yeah, he just doesn't. Jack Black doesn't have the base to be a big lizard monster thing.
Oh, are they gonna go with the Peach Bowser relationship? They're gonna play into that.
He's just an ex-boyfriend.
Maybe. By the characters they announced, it almost seems like it might be kind of like a self-aware Wreck-It Ralph type of situation. But we'll see. Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong's in it?
Donkey Kong's in it. There's a lot of non-direct Mario characters that are in it.
Woo! Skin of my fucking teeth.
Yeah.
Sorry, teeth. This is.
So who do you think is Donkey Kong?
I.
And no, it's not what you think. It's not a black person.
Why would you think that I would think?
Because I know you, Ryan. Yeah, that seems like the obvious.
No, I was probably just gonna climb this ladder and do
Although
bullshit.
those look like explosive containers on top of the thing.
Got
So
to
yeah,
find out.
so Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong.
Big old monkey boy. Hasn't been voiced by anyone as far as big celebrities. There was the animated
There we
Donkey
go.
Kong
Okay.
country TV show, but let's not remember that. Lots of R&B singing in that. No,
Donkey Kong is going to be voiced by Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong would be voiced by. I'm trying to think of just actors at this point.
Yeah.
Billy Crudup. I don't know. Hold on. God damn it! I can't believe that we actually got Chris Pratt.
That's the one that's really hard to believe. He is
Michael Rourke. Michael Rourke? Is that his name?
Mickey? No.
No, not.
I don't know. I have no idea who you're talking about.
Zondu in
Not Torah.
Who's Zondu in Guardians?
I know.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah. Man, Michael, that's not. Yeah. Yeah, I've only seen parts of Guardians. I've never seen the whole thing. I saw Guardians 2.
On Mary Poppins, y'all. The guy that was the blue guy. The
the
that actual
dude.
father figure.
That dude. He would make a good Bowser.
He
Oh,
wouldn't-
the father figure. I'm thinking.
Not Kurt.
Yeah.
Not Michael.
Yeah. No, he would make a good Bowser.
Yeah.
But no. Seth Rogen. I'm Donkey Kong.
Why didn't I think of that? That's so clearly obvious.
Yes, it's such an obvious choice. And finally, Toad. Who do you think could... It is not an obvious choice in any way. I'll tell you in on that. It is not a squeaky voice person.
What's his fucking name? James Franco. we're going Seth Rogen. We're going James Franco for.
Yeah, you're not a bad choice. Key from Key and Peele.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I need to know who the woman is. I might actually know who the woman is. So.
True. Mario movie. Princess. Who's Peach and Mario? Anna Taylor-Joy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like, nobody seems to be memeing on her much, so it's just like, all right.
She's a decent actress.
It's one of those
She'd
things
probably
like-
not just be in that because she's just came off doing good things. She was the girl in that chess show. that everyone-
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Queen's Gambit or whatever.
Queen's Gambit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
She's a decent actress. Why the? Hold on. Before I say this, let me think about everybody that's in it.
Mm-hmm.
Is Chris Pratt a decent actor?
Decent means passable, and I think
so is Jack Black.
Chris Pratt is passable.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah.
So yeah, But again, this is going to be they're going to be voice acting, and they're probably all going to be bad, except for Jack Black, which just isn't going to fit.
And maybe Charlie Day.
The problem with Charlie Day is I can't see him being anything but Charlie Day.
Yes, he is one of those. Yeah,
like him in the kaiju movies, Pacific Rim.
Yeah, he was very much still Charlie Day.
Just Charlie Day, to where like I didn't care.
Yeah, like I said, it depends on how they're doing. Because the thing is that like these were the main cast. They also have was it Fred Armisen as Cranky Kong? They also have one of the, like I can't remember that. It was a quick slide of like side cast characters. Movie. Because they have Wrecking Crew, which is like a no-name old Nintendo game that they were like, yeah, we got even a celebrity actor for that one. And that's what's leading me to think it might be in the
What the fuck? I hit E. That's some bullshit. I did that near perfect. That is some bullshit.
Stand-up comedian Sebastian Maniscalco will be.
I've heard that name before.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, just go ahead and kill me because that's some bullshit.
But yeah, like, so they're
big toe motherfucker.
They're jumping between Donkey Kong, Mario, and Wrecking Crew. So that's why I'm saying it feels like it might be a Wreck-It Ralph kind of like. We know we're in video game world. We're jumping between worlds. Like, it's not going to just be a straightforward. Oh no, Mario has to save the princess. That's the story. It's like no, that's like the initial starting point, and now we're going to go into something's threatening video game land or something. Which yeah, whatever. Like one of the people. The argument I saw was, this seems ridiculous. How could this possibly be good? But we both had the Detective Pikachu and Sonic movies, which were okay, at least. Like, they weren't abominations. So it's one of those things of, like, we have to kind of get... we're kind of past the era of every video game movie is absolute trash.
Mm-hmm.
Even the Resident Evil movies, as bad as they are just fun schlock.
Have you seen the later ones? They're no longer even just fun. They're just bad at that point.
Yeah, I mean, people go and see them.
Yeah, but people like Andrew.
Yeah.
And even Andrew thinks that they're garbage.
But, yeah, point being, an acceptable form of video game movies exists. So, it could be decent. The Chris Pratt still is the, like, absolute bizarre choice. Because it's one of those things, the argument I saw is...
Kill me.
We've had Mario in two forms throughout his entire existence.
Mm-hmm.
We had, essentially, Captain Lou Albano, hey kid, hey paisanos, it's me, Mario! Or Charles Martinet, woohoo, bing bing, yahoo! And now we got Chris Pratt. I'm generic ass comedy, funny, snarky man. And just like, this can't, it doesn't fit either of the two stereotypes that we built for Mario. So it's one of those things that's really hard to imagine what it's gonna be. But yeah, it's weird. But it sounds like it's gonna be a fun weird. Yeah, it'll either be okay or a fun train wreck to watch.
Yeah.
So dudes came through a door behind you, which was super obvious. And yeah, beyond that, showed some more Splatoon 3, looked cool. Fucking crab mech superpower was one of the things they got. And bow and arrow, new weapons. And then, yeah, Bayonetta 3. Bayonetta 3 looked neat. Yeah, I don't know if you actually saw any of it.
No.
Okay. It looks like they were actually taking a bit of level design from the Ninja Theory DMC. Because there's a part where Bayonetta, with her giant hair demon, is essentially driving along the side of skyscrapers that are organically shooting out of the ground and creating strange roads that she has to then jump from skyscraper to skyscraper on. And it really reminded me of that game's... it's another one. It just reminded me of that game. That game, probably one of the best things about that game was that it had really interesting level design.
Oh, yeah. DMC, I beat it.
Yeah.
Beat the shit out of it, and I thought that it was a fine game. It's not Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
That's gonna suck.
Yeah, that was pretty much all the highlight of the direct. There was other stuff, but none of it was like something we would carve out. New 3D Kirby!
Ooh.
Like,
Yeah, that's it. And please. Thank you.
yeah, that's the one thing people was like, this is honestly been the first time in decades Kirby's been in a 3D environment, not a 2D environment. So it's like, yay for that, but beyond that, like, meh. Couldn't really care. Kirby's an occasional indulgence of mine, not something I look forward to as a series.
Yeah.
I'm gonna mop up your blood with your face.
But yeah, the one takeaway, like seeing that card game and also seeing Project Triangle Strategy or whatever, I'm just like, I'm liking that Square Enix is taking chances with smaller RPGs.
Yes.
That's definitely something I think they need to do and get away from the massive epic RPG.
Yeah, because they've kind of fallen out of doing those well.
Oh, they just don't sell as well as they used to. It's one of those things of like, it's not a good business practice to throw all your resources into that and have it not pay off.
I was hitting my my cord was pushing it.
And so, yeah, do smaller games with smaller budgets to where, yeah, the niche audience that you have will buy it and it'll make its money back. And also because they're going to be smaller, one, you don't do the we have to kill God type of story. You can kind of scale it down and tell a more smaller, intimate story, which is the thing I'm constantly desiring out of RPGs. I'm kind of burnt out on killing God over and over again.
Okay, that did nothing. I'm assuming that I then have to do this.
Run or shoot in the butt. Oh, grenades. That's shit if that's how you beat this guy. It's super shit if you die and you have to...
No, it's saved right after
Oh,
the
okay.
second kill. Yeah, so I figured might as well.
Did it reset the positions of the bodies when you reload?
When I killed them, it set them there.
Okay. Because I was going to say, like, that's pretty goddamn lame that you have to tactically kill these guys in the right location to make sure that you can easily throw grenades at this thing. What? You damaged yourself.
Oh! Shit, let me get rid of the other grenade.
Oh, fuck. I love that. Baddest motherfucker in the galaxy. And then dies. Oh, shit. That was...
Okay.
These goddamn Riddick games have some hilarious moments.
But I also love that I was holding a grenade and I went, yeah! And I'm like, oh, I only have 2 health. I should probably throw away this
In the
grenade.
end, everybody bleeds the same.
I could have had you.
Oh.
If it's any consolation, you were better than average. So that's something.
Sexual
Riddick is by Riddick.
He puts the dick in Riddick. Literally.
That was another Norm Macdonald thing, to where he was talking about like different sketches that he kept trying to get done, and he was annoying one person that just didn't get the joke, and so he kept explaining the joke to him. It's a guy that mixes up figurative and literally all the time, like everything he does. He's like, yeah, just my wife was a total bitch last night. Had to kill her. Literally. Chopped her body up. Put her in the stove. Literally. And the guy's like, oh, no.
One down.
That's not funny. Okay, maybe you don't get it. So, what he's saying is he's saying literally when he's speaking figuratively. So like when he's killing his wife, he's not actually killing his wife, but it's supposed to come off like that. Oh yeah. I know that I already mentioned that other demo for Inscription, which looks interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Which if we play that for Halloween, that'd be good.
Yeah, I guess
instead of Halloween horror mix.
Yeah.
Halloween actually falls on a Sunday.
Yeah, I know. We need to figure out if anyone's doing Halloween parties and
that's Saturday night for me.
Okay.
And then the previous Saturday, I'm probably doing karaoke for my birthday.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to get Andrew back in because it was last minute when I was like, "Hey, Dia del Mal Juego night," and he's like, "I'm going to a party," and he got all bummed out.
Yeah.
Because he said, "Yeah, if you told me earlier, I totally would have made time." I could see it.
I could see it, but also it is Andrew to where I would have done it if I could. Like you always say that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he loves Dia del Mal Juego.
Yeah,
it's a fun variety.
It is a good time.
And it's Andrew trying to make time. It's like, yeah, it's once a year.
Yeah.
I think he can swing making time once a year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got to start getting a game pack together. But yeah, we should definitely. I would be fine just putting some of our games on hiatus for October and playing other games like that.
I think that we're done with. We could be done with Anna either today or.
Anna will be done tonight.
Or maybe next week. No,
I would say we force it tonight.
We can force it tonight.
Yeah, like
we have like the last chapter to do. I think is about it.
Yeah, we just got to the last chapter, and
what did we?
Mm-hmm. We got to the school with you being the.
Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, okay, then we totally have it.
Kid,
talk to me.
Talk to me.
Kid.
Have you ever?
Did you have crowns for me?
Whenever the thing and you imagine the thing, would you ever do the? Just keeps rambling. It's that funny. You've seen that clip, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hiding an event. There was a sign that said prototype testing something.
Holy, you're like 5. How do you know how to read prototype? It said prototype testing or something. So something means that you know what prototype testing is.
Yeah.
You guessed it, prototype testing.
I can make the drones not hurt us anymore. I promise. I can help.
Oh, what? That would be neat.
An extraordinary girl you found, Riddick.
Uh-oh. What?
Sneaking around my ship like an
Oh, hey, bitch!
version of you.
I'm alive.
Am I gonna stick some, am I gonna bone you through the throat again?
Shoot him like
Oh, look, you still got that little wound in the throat, too.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would have shoved like a neck brace on or something.
your choice.
Either way,
Well, she just got up from being impaled through the throat last time, so
Well, that's what I mean. Have something like.
I think she's undead or something. She's a necro whatever.
Fucking cyber
Oh, yeah.
technology.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a
Stupid.
fun effect.
That was dumb. But yeah, little girl took control of the drones.
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, if there were no more drones or they're just helping me, that would be kind of amazing.
Mm-hmm.
eventually. all
I want the
siblings
girl to
turn
talk to you
into
through the
masters.
drones.
That would be amazing.
I don't know what. I'm here to help. I'm to revenge Mommy's murder.
It's like a video game. I don't feel anything from killing these people.
And for some reason, haha.
Yeah.
He was already dead.
Yeah, he was. I'm assuming we're closing in on finishing this game.
Oh yeah, because I mean, I just killed the underboss,
Yeah.
and now I just need to kill the bitch again.
Mm-hmm.
And it,
And
all of
apparently
the
all the drones are now on our side.
Say goodnight.
And no, was he above?
Oops, wrong button. My pinky's getting all stupid.
There's a dude up on the walkway to your left.
Uh-huh.
Right there through the window.
Oh!
Yeah, that should have been a hit.
The explosion's tiny compared to the actual effect of it.
But yeah, we'll be finishing things soon. I'm holding out a little glimmer of hope that once October rolls around, World of Horror is going to get an update.
Yeah.
Because that was the last update, was last October.
Ooh.
And they've just been fucking radio silent since then.
Yeah, that's the thing that scares me.
Yeah. But it was one of those things of like, especially after No Man's Sky, maybe a lot of people are like, what if I just shut up and make an update and then just come out and be like, hey fuckers, I made it better.
I watched
Eat my
a whole
dick.
thing on that, and it was kind of interesting because the dude that was the
Sean Murray, the main dude.
yeah, coming out and saying all this stuff.
Befall anyone
Well, this is kind of awesome.
who stands in my way. Ain't much of a prayer, but it sounds good.
Yeah, using them to beat them down too. Fuck. Yeah, him coming out and saying certain stuff like he wasn't supposed to be that person.
No.
He was,
Oh yeah,
he was a programmer.
Internet Historian's video was really good.
And that's probably the video I watched.
Yeah, because he tells the two sides of the story. You know,
Yeah.
the observer, us, hearing a bunch of false lies, and then the dude who is just some indie developer where PlayStation put him up on stage and he kind of became the face, incidentally, and he was not a good face.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow.
And so, it's our drone time, or is this
Alpha
HP?
control.
This is a prototype
Oh, yeah, we gotta be coming towards the end of the game. If we're getting the big mech stuff now.
What is my goal? Okay. Oh, if I have to fight her.
You are a crazy fucking fool. But
You did
yeah,
this to
hopefully-
me.
yeah, we're finishing this today. Sweet. Because not next week, but the week after that, we'll have
Interesting.
Metroid Dread.
Which are we doing during October?
Why not?
Yeah, could be.
It's not necessarily a spooky game, but it'll be one of our whatever.
If that, I mean, that encryption game comes out the 19th is the problem.
Yeah. But yeah, finish this. We still have Plague Tale to go through. I have no idea how long that game is.
I have no idea either, and I feel like we haven't filled up the radial menu.
No. Convenient
I
placing.
did it! Well, I mean, they were talking to each other.
I know, it's just that was clearly them like, yeah, just group them all up.
Because it's a gun range.
Yeah.
Hey, man. So I went shooting with my dad and brother, and it was funny. They were trying to like get their rifles zeroed in, and I'm sitting there not messing with the scopes whatsoever, using their rifles, and like, okay, it's shooting up or shooting down and to the left. I'm gonna go right and up and target hit. And they're like, "How are you doing that?" I'm like, "You guys taught me how to shoot when I was 5. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Oh, hey, little girl.
name's Vent Goblin. He returns! Yes! Our Lord and Savior, Headless T-Pose Riddick!
I knew you'd come back.
Oh my god, yes!
I know where a ship is, Riddick.
I like
The
the,
computer told me.
that is such a, that's how they make the game work.
I could watch out. There's so many of them.
Oh yeah, now I have to defend a little girl. That's not gonna be a good thing.
Yeah, at this point you can't lose this guy.
Go left.
Because then she dies and that's game over.
Oh, she's gonna go up there.
Okay.
No?
Or not?
You got him.
Yeah, Riddick, yeah. Shoot him in the face.
I
Go left.
mean, she was the one making him, you know,
I know,
use the
but-
butt of a rifle to just
But
break people's
you
faces.
got him! It's just like,
Go left, go left, go left. Okay.
Up there.
that's that vent's green, so that's why we would go to that.
In there.
Drop off, Lynn.
No
Aww.
T-pose that time.
Our Lord and Savior's not here. That's not a good thing for you to be doing, Riddick. That's a That was another Norm Macdonald joke. It was man, we should really go. We should really just kill Hitler. You heard about this Hitler guy? He seems real bad. We should kill him. We should really just kill that Hitler guy.
Mm-hmm.
And then like Hitler's been dead for like 20 years. Really? Didn't even know he was sick.
Yeah, no, there's a bit from this is a more recent one of him on his video podcast thing of him going like, that does it. I'm going on a hunger strike. I'm not eating anything at all at any moment until we see some change. I will not eat a single bit of food until Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried in the ground. And the guy next to is like, she's been dead for years. And he immediately grabs a bucket of KFC and starts going, oh, just eating it, like throwing his face into the bucket.
Oh, she got a power suit.
Oh no.
Years, you asshole! Then you come in here and you fucked it all up!
I mean, technically, the little kid did a lot of it.
But it ends right here, right now.
Right here.
This sounds like-
Right now.
Yeah.
Right here. Right now.
Alright, it looks like we're in our final boss battle then.
Ooh.
Rocket launcher. Oh no, she has the power of running.
And Durkee running. Derpy. Durkee?
Well, that's
Durkee plus Derpy.
Well, Durkee is if she had like a hijab on.
Mmm. From Turkey.
Yes. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Knocked me on my bum, you did. Whoa, 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 fell on my bum.
I think I blew up the rocket. with
Yeah, I was about to say, that's actually like a really, that would be an interesting thing of timing your explosions when she shoots the rocket to use the concussive power to knock her down. Ooh, structural terrain. Neat. Stop doing a bunch of small things that's interesting, game. You're making other games look worse.
Yeah, especially when you're not really all of that good of a game.
No.
It's kind of interesting.
Again, this game came out in 2009. It's one of those things like, this game was completely dated at the time of its launch, but it still has a lot of things it does that makes it stand out from those better looking games. Please die soon, lady. she is a klutz. Ooh. Oop.
Yeah, that's it.
2 missiles.
Yeah, I didn't notice it.
Yes. I didn't catch it either.
The explosion hit the second explosion. Are they gonna do the cutscene again? They are. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. They also they announced the announcement for the final Smash character. That was the other thing from the direct. So October 5th, final last character. Oh boy, I'm ready to be disappointed.
I wonder.
That's right. Also, the Mario movie will feature a cameo by Charles Martinet.
Okay.
Yeah, they guaranteed that. Oh, that's right. All the stuff with China and video games has been going on.
Are they banning video games?
Base is all online games in China will have a
Time limit.
time limit. Yes, and their video game economy is tanking. China is very much killing itself for us, and I'm kind of okay with that. Like, economically, they're just failing on all fronts really quickly right now. Is that the secret? Getting close to her? Since she... Oh, no, she does have a normal bullet gun.
It has the skip because
Yeah,
I
I'm like-
skipped in the other one.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
not an actual skip. But I'm going to try a different gun. Shotgun bullets.
Diablo 2 remake has come out.
Yeah, I just watched the whole thing on what happened to all the Diablo 2 characters.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't seem to be doing much.
Yeah, there it is. China, from CNN. China tells Tencent and NetEase to focus less on profit as gaming crackdown expands.
That did not work at all.
No. Yeah, the concussion gun seemed to be better.
Yeah. Maybe I gotta knock her down and then
Maybe.
run up and punch
And then-
her.
Yeah.
Put her on her ass. Come on. Oh!
What?
I knocked her out of the fucking hatch.
Oh my god, is
I
that...
just opened it up, so. And that's why she's running.
She always runs away from you. So you have to corral her. Fine. Yeah, wait till she stands back up before you bomb. Ah, so close.
But yes.
This is, yeah. If that's what we have to do, that makes this a very interesting...
Well, I had to open that up.
Yeah. Shit. They're going towards us. I don't know.
It's definitely it. It's janky, but that's definitely it.
I mean, try. Because, yeah, nothing else seems to be working, so I might as well keep pushing it.
Might as well get it open now. Okay, run towards the middle. Look at me. Towards the middle.
Like, slight tilt.
Boom, bitch! Yeah. I like, ooh,
It didn't
you got a nice
have to
butt.
be this way.
You know what? It doesn't fucking matter anyway.
The Necromunda's coming. Or whatever the fuck the...
Just don't forget me.
Dead Space.
Don't forget me. No, the, keep what you kill in the second movie.
Hmm.
I think they are like the Necromunda or something like that.
Okay.
And dying should come easy.
I'm gonna be happy that we beat this game today.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be nice if we beat 2 games in a day.
Yeah.
Coinciding.
Is she coming back?
When I say goodbye, it's forever.
Okay. Actually, that's like almost perfect timing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, we hour 30 in.
Good job, game.
Yeah, over.
You were fun and stupid.
Butcher Bay was better, but this one was still had its own like things that made it unique.
If this game was its own concept, to where they had other types of guns to switch to do the puzzles that they clearly wanted you to do, it would have been better than Butcher Bay.
Yeah, this one tries more interesting things
Yes.
than Butcher Bay. It doesn't succeed.
It fixed some of the problems from Butcher Bay.
Mm-hmm.
The jank was far more clear in Butcher Bay than
Yes.
but I liked the ABC that I was talking about before. Just
Yeah.
the
That made
gameplay loop was
that made for a better overall experience, but this one had fun little moments.
Yes. I like that last boss, because that's a good way of doing a last boss.
It's something we haven't had to do before.
We also had to do 3 Bosch-ish encounters in a row.
Yeah.
We had the kill 2 of those guys in a row, the big guys, then kill a guy in a robot suit that you had to throw a grenade at, which I just got fucking great
that
at.
was a perfect.
And then be the big guy,
Yeah.
that shooting section, and then her.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a good little send-off. And the fact that you had the hand-to-hand combat that was required in this game was annoying. Both fighting her originally and fighting the big guy that one time that I just cheaped out.
Yeah, where fighting hand-to-hand Butcher Bay was a lot better, because they even did the fucking brawl
Yes.
minigame. So yeah. But this one had...
It was a timing game more than anything else.
Yeah. It had its little moments. The generator had the gravity pole on it. It was like,
That was neat.
I have to counter this. The idea of picking up the drones and using them for guns, but you can't move. Like, that's... Yeah, there's a lot more neat...
You can move backwards.
You can only move backwards, yes. Like, this game had a lot more neat ideas that just weren't fully realized.
Yeah. I wish that I never got a gun, except for the explosive gun, which was fine. I wish that guns were never a thing in this one, and it was always the drone guns.
Yeah.
Because... Yeah, I didn't really use them ever because...
Well, yeah, especially once you got the concussion
Yeah.
gun. It's just like, alright, again, infinite ammo, infinite range, and it does area effect damage, and seems to be I mean, yes, it's more area effect than anything else.
Yes, it's a one-hit kill if you hit.
Yeah.
Rather than everything else being like, okay, you gotta hit them a few times. If they stumble, that's when you know you're getting it.
Yeah, if the drones truly were body armor,
Yes.
that would have made the to where it's like
I would have used them more if they actually kind of absorbed a little bit, but no, they did not.
yeah.
It's like, now stand out in the open with your shit health.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's a good. It's
good.
Yeah,
I'm not truly complaining about it. It's not like
it's just one of those like
it has flaws, but otherwise
for
good.
sure, a flawed game entirely. But it's doing the thing that I'm always expecting. It's like, all right, you have your base, now do something more. And this game did a lot of I'm trying to do something more.
Yeah.
And hey, we appreciate it. So neat.
The last boss fight could have been better if it was that you had to knock her down, then open the door. And the open door actually had the gravity pull like it did early. So that way she can actually hold on if the door is open while she's standing, but as soon as you knock her down, she slides.
Yeah.
So that way it would...
we're on...
And then it closes the door.
I was about to say,
soon
have it
afterwards.
open to space, but I was like, oh wait, we're on a planet right now.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, if it was this whole thing of like... Yeah, you have to knock her down, open a door to space, she starts getting pulled out, then you have to grab onto something to not fall as well.
Yeah, that's why they're destructible environments there. You have to keep it alive.
That would have made it a very interesting fight.
Yeah, and it's also about that timing thing of like knock her down and then open the door.
Yes.
Because the door closes after a little bit.
Yeah, exactly, the airlock.
And if she's standing up, she still just can stay standing
like her
up.
suit has magnetic boots or whatever, so she can just lock into place.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of fun things this game could have done better.
Yes, but it just being like hey, we have extra time, so let's just fucking it doesn't feel. It feels like a complete enough game. It doesn't just feel like an expansion.
Whenever you bought this, you got Butcher Bay with it. You didn't just get this on its own. So that's why, I'm like, it's a complete package. You get the one game that has the better pacing, and then you get the other one that has the more experimental attitude.
Yeah.
And just together they make a really good game, but on their own, each one has its distinct flaws.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I have more fun in the second, or is it just because it's more recent? No, I had more fun in the first because I really liked I liked the janky stealth. I had fun with it.
Yeah, the jank was just there. It's like, derp, well.
Also, the second one had way too much, hey, the drone saw you, you're dead.
Yeah.
The robot drones.
Yes, there was a lot of... Well, just even especially at that last part, there was a lot of... A door opened behind you and 5 guys shot you.
Yeah.
In this last play session, and just like... You didn't give me fair warning at all.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, yeah.
Especially when the last 2 big dudes, big drones, were one after another, no save in between, and also when you kill the first one, actually either of them, they put you in the center of the room.
Yeah.
They set the body down.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah. We saw the people.
Yeah. Because I'm assuming it's much the same.
Yeah.
Butcher Bay.
But
then we missed the after credits sequence where Riddick takes his child wife.
And the theming in the second movie is very much that, and also
good.
It's very pilgrimage to Mecca and stuff like that. In fact, I think the place is called New Mecca. The little girl that everyone thought was a boy. You don't watch movies, so I can spoil everything, and I don't have to give you those.
And also, these are old movies that nobody's going to really care if they're spoiled.
So. Jack from the first one is a girl, and she shaves her head because she likes Riddick.
Yeah.
But no one knows that she's a girl, but Riddick does. And how come they're tracking us down? It's like, it's because she's on her period, and the one other female that says I'm not on my period. What the fuck are you talking about? And he gestures towards that's a boy, and he's like, and it's like, you're a girl. She's like, it's like, my bad. She is the only other survivor of the first one, I think. It's him. It's Riddick and her, I believe, are the survivors. Oh no, and then the black guy going to New Mecca.
Okay.
That was on his religious pilgrimage from the get-go. The very much, I have my faith and I don't kill people.
Yeah.
That was the whole message of him that was counter to Riddick, which was supposed to be interesting.
Yeah.
I think it was in the first one.
Probably.
The second one, Jack's all grown up and trying to be Riddick, so she's trying to like kill people, and she got sent to a slammer so that she get her eyes shined like Riddick did, not knowing that it's just a thing of he's a space alien, and that's where the eyes being able to see in the dark is. That's the thing. In the second one, they go further into it, and they actually, in the deleted scenes, he has that, you know, that like concussive pulse that we had in the first.
Yeah.
He does that at one point, and like, what? Like, and then there's one guy that's like, yeah, you're one of us. No, we're the last of our kind, and I'm supposed to kill you because I'm part of the Necromunda, and I'm not going to because you need to go do that, go kill the bad guys.
Yeah.
But Jack actually isn't a slammer, tries to get her eyes done, but can't. Riddick goes to save her. She's all grown up. She's like, call me Kira, and she's the badass female character. And they kind of have a love story.
Yeah.
Even though she was like...
It's one of those things of like...
She was supposed to be like 12 to 14 in the first one, and then it's like...
Like maybe the intention was that supposed to be read as like mutual respecting each other because of... But,
Not in the second one. In the first one, it was she admired him. In the second one, it was a love interest.
Okay.
Full bore love interest. So,
Did we catch that, Steve Bloom?
yes, he was the officer. He was the last one actually on the officers or the guards.
Yeah.
It was a lot earlier.
Just make it. Actually, I know he was in the first.
He was also in the second. I caught it.
Okay.
So yes, you know, Middle Eastern.
Okay. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. There's John DiMaggio.
Yeah. So I didn't actually finish what I was saying about other demos.
Oh, right.
Koromon, which is basically a Pokemon ripoff.
Mm-hmm.
Really fucking good.
Okay.
One, the demo is they cut out a little bit, but the main thing is you just can't level up past 30. It's most of the... You can catch most of them.
Not actual fucking...
With a C.
Oh, it is a C.
Yeah.
Just to look it up real quick, because I think I saw this.
It's...
I think I saw
It is thus far really good. I like a lot of what they do. You can level up multiple ways.
Mm-hmm.
So there's general experience. There's also rarity for every single guy.
What the fuck is this music?
I don't know. When
Was this in the game and we
could
missed
we
it?
have actually played like
An
a...
arcade game or something?
Oh, that would have been sweet. I bet we could have.
Damn it! If there was a dumb little arcade game...
Looking it up.
Yeah. Arcade game. It's not giving me Athena mini game. I'm not finding anything like obvious. What is this fucking song? This song literally does not match at all. Like, they just didn't have enough music, and just one of the they're like, you're working on this, you're a musician, just throw anything you got into the credits scene just to cover it.
Game facts. Wow, the credits are really long. The Chronicles of Riddick Assault
Yeah,
on
Dark
Dark Athena. But totally worth the 16-bit era style music at the end. Rock my socks off. That's the entire. That's it.
Yeah.
It's a forum post and nobody responded. Just that's it.
And just silence.
Yeah, I kind of loved that music though.
That's just like, what the fuck is that doing there? Yeah.
Good job.
That was okay. See, we would have missed that if we skipped the credits.
I'm real glad that we didn't skip the credits. After credits cutscene though? No. Okay, I'm fine with that because that was worth it.
Okay, so we'll take a quick break then.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with Plague Tale. So
Yeah.
hang on now. We would love BRB again. We'll do the Derpy Boys. BRB. There we go. So be back in a bit and we'll play some Plague Tale.